What's up, guys? It's Finley. It is Friday, 11:45 p.m. Um, I have a lot to update about. I have an insane amount of shit that I need to talk about right now. Um, I may split this up into a few different videos just because it's just so much, and there's so much to say about each and every facet of what's been going on in my life lately. But I think I'll just dive right into it and see where this takes me. So on Thursday, I had therapy, and I went in, expecting an awesome session as usual. My therapist is amazing, and we have sometimes 2 hour sessions, which is ridiculously cool. Um, and, I got lucky with my therapist, I have to be honest. I have absolutely no complaints. She's not a gatekeeper at all. She doesn't do the unnecessary, horrific things that you hear about some therapists doing sometimes. Um, she's really amazing, and I've always come away from our sessions feeling so fucking great. And we've had two 2 hour sessions, and normally in therapy I would come out of something like that just butt ass tired, but I didn't. I was just so stoked after those sessions were over. Um, and I easily could have gone 2 more hours. So it's just amazing. Anyway, I went into therapy this past Thursday, and we started talking about privilege um, and language. Outside of therapy, um, I'm I police what I say a lot because I hang around all members of the alphabet soup acronym. So I'm always conscious of what I'm saying. Um, but nothing offends me really, and nothing really offends my therapist. So when I go in there, it's just no holds barred word vomit, and I say whatever the fuck I want. Um, So we were talking about privilege, and she said, "Well, where do you think that you fit on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most privileged?" I said, "Probably about a 4 or 5 right now, maybe a 6." She said, "Where do you think you would be if it was after you had surgery?" And I said, "Probably a 7 or an 8." And she said, "Are you ready to be a 7 or an 8?" And I knew what she was going to follow that up with, so without even hesitating, I said yes. That moment of truth in your therapy when your therapist says, "I'm ready to write you this letter," you know when it's your time to have surgery. You know when you've put in enough work and when you've been introspective enough and when you've when you've come to that conclusion in yourself that you're ready to let that part of your body go. And, being trans, there's definitely a love hate, mostly hate relationship with our chests for the most part. And, my chest has been with me for almost 25 years. So, there's a little bit of, oh, it's going away. But it's not sadness that it's going away, obviously. It's more like, I'm silently letting that part of myself go. And so I knew that I had come to that conclusion within myself, and my therapist knew that that had happened as well. So, um, so we talked a little more, and it looks like I'm actually going to have to make a second video because I am losing battery power. But we talked a little more, and I'll make a video about what that part of the conversation was. But at the end, she said, "We believe that the trans people who come in to this office already know who they are, and they've already done much of the self-discovery that they need to do in order to have surgery, and we believe firmly that we don't bestow upon them surgery letters. They will ask us, our clients will ask us for those letters when they're ready. And a therapist has it, I mean, it's all under their discretion still. I mean, you could easily have asked, you meaning anyone could easily ask your therapist, and they could just as easily say no, there are a few more things you need to work on. Um, so she said, your letter's coming. Um, I have to get the final go ahead from my supervisor because she's an intern. So she's being mentored, and all of her letters have to be signed off by this other person. So he gave his go ahead today. So it's just all green lights across the board for surgery. And then the letter is going to be drafted and signed by this coming Thursday. So um, I am pretty excited. Um, I cried all the way home. I was a hysterical screaming queen. I sobbed from happiness. It was amazing. It was one of the greatest feelings of my life. And the past 24 hours have just been amazeballs. So I'm gonna make a second video about all of that. But yep, getting my top surgery letter, bitches. Yes. So another video will be following this shortly.